Can I throw a curveball at you?
Sure.
What if it's your fiance?
Ooh.
See, my fiance, I don't. Ooh, now you've embarrassed me also, because if it because that would piss me off because I don't know, like, and I don't handle being embarrassed well because, like, boyfriend, we could break up, nobody got to know. Even the husband, nobody got to know. But now, like, my friends see a ring, that is so rude. He'd have to really do a lot. Like, we wouldn't get married for years after that.
Now, this is a topic that came up based on the whole Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian little drama that's popping. So I'm gonna hand this over to Krista, our resident expert on this topic, to kind of put us on what's going on with the two of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to give my best, synopsis of what happened. So basically, to my understanding, okay, Khloe and Tristan were broken up, but they were together when he would have conceived a child with the woman, and he told her, "I'm going to give you $75,000," and he asked her to get an abortion, and he told her that he's gonna be retired, so he's gonna be unemployed, so that's gonna be better than like the checks that she would get if she keeps the child. And basically it just came out like Khloe was super hurt and she's upset, and I just don't understand because there's been so much drama between them two in general. So I feel like she shouldn't be shocked at all.
And for those who aren't familiar with their story, like, Tristan is a serial cheater, unfortunately. He cheated on his previous baby mom before with Khloe. And then when Khloe was pregnant with their child together, he was cheating on her too, and he got caught on camera talking to other girls in the club, like it's real suspect. So it's just a number of things. So usually every time we see him in the news, it's for something bad related to this relationship stuff, unfortunately.
It's so bad.
Yeah. And shout out to Ebony joining us again this week. Glad to have you here.
Hey,
he says,
hey,
there are serial cheaters. That is Tristan. And that's what y'all just said.
He's serial in the book next to the definition, yes.
Serial cheater. Yeah, his face is definitely right there in the book for sure. So with that being said, I just want to get just the lay of the room from each of you ladies. Simple question, yes or no. Have you ever been cheated on by a guy in the past? So let's start with you, Tatiana.
I don't think I have full out cheating, but I definitely knew that someone was talking. My boyfriend at the time was talking to someone behind my back because I knew I had something was going on there. Because the same month that we broke up, he said, "Oh, I'm not going to date anyone else." He's giving the woo woo woo. Later that month, I see him on a date with another woman. I was like, So not only did he lie about that, but he was out with a woman that same month. So like, you just don't move on from a relationship within a month like that. You was probably talking to her or establishing a friendship while we were in a relationship. So if we want to count that might count. That's more of a yellowish to me. But I think that's the only one I can remember.
All right, that's fair. What about you, Krista?
So I haven't been in many serious relationships, I'll say that, but like I know there was one where he most likely was cheating on me, but that was like we had so many other issues that the cheating was just like an additional issue. And I've also had I've had multiple guys that that like we had broken up and we were like, you kind of do that, like, well, we might be getting back together, and then I found out they were talking to someone else. Like that's happened like multiple times. So I don't think that's cheating, but I feel like it's misleading.
That's fair. What about you, Natalie?
I have not been cheated on to my knowledge, but I'm also like Krista, like I have not been in a lot of serious relationships. So
that's fair. Okay.
That's fair. Ladies in the chat, definitely let us know. Have you ever been cheated on before? And I just want to get y'all thoughts. So is cheating for each of you, is that like a relationship ender? Like if you find out that your man or your husband cheated on you, is that like the end of it? You're calling it quits? What's your take on that, Natalie?
Oh gosh. asked me this question a year ago, it would have been, yes, absolutely, we're done, pack it up. I think now it depends on, one, did you confess to me yourself? How quickly did you confess? And what is your commitment to changing behavior? Yeah. If I'm not seeing any of those things, if I find out from a friend or from somebody else, if it's weeks or months after the fact I'm hearing about this, and if you just want to go back to your regular ways, I'm out. Like, it's a very hard stop for me. But if those three things, if there's some level of give and take there, I might consider it.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair. So we did have some ladies in the chat say that they did experience it, Monique and Tiffany. So by all means, if you ladies are comfortable sharing your experience, definitely let us know. And actually, I just remembered Tiffany sent me an email about her experience. So after I get Tatiana and Krista's answers to this question, I'm going to read the email that Tiffany sent over. She did give me permission to share it. And then we can kind of dive into that a little bit. And I'm definitely going to come to that question that you dropped in the chat, Danielle, because that's a good one. So, Krista, what's your take? Is it a relationship ender?
I used to be like how Natalie said, like I used to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, like we're done. I think if we're dating, I think that's pretty much done. Unless he does, I don't know what he could do to make up for that. But I think, dating, I think that's pretty much done. In a marriage, I've seen it happen and people mend from it enough to think that it might be something that I would try. I can't make any promises that I would be like out. I mean, that it will work, but I would at least try. I would try. Whereas in dating, I don't think I would try. I think I'd be like, no, this isn't for me. So.
That's fair. That's fair. Can I throw a curveball at you?
Sure.
What if it's your fiance?
Ooh.
See, my fiance, now you've embarrassed me also. Because if it because that would piss me off because I don't know. Like, and I don't handle being embarrassed well because like boyfriend, we could break up, nobody gotta know. Even the husband, nobody gotta know. But now like my friends see a ring, that is so rude. He'd have to really do a lot. Like we wouldn't get married for years after that.
Yo, that's fair. That's fair. Tatiana, what's your take?
Yeah, this is the topic like tender to my heart because like I have on both sides of my family relationships and marriages that are broken up because of infidelity or cheating. So that would be pretty hard for me to take on. It'd be like triggering as well as it would be hard for me to deal with. Is there forgiveness? Yes. Do I want to take you back? That's a big question mark. I mean, to what Natalie was saying, like, I'm going to need some repentance. I'm going to need some change in order for this to happen. Yes. But it's kind of rough. It would be very hard because when you cheat on someone, you're breaking the trust with that person. And, not everybody can bounce back from something like that. So for me, I would, it would be kind of hard to bounce back from that. I would definitely say that.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yo, we got some good stuff popping up in the chat. Danielle says, what if they cheat with porn? Meaning they rather spend time watching porn than spending time with you. Does that count? Because she has a girl going through it. Ladies, what's your take on that?
If you don't get your behind in some counseling, sir, we're not about to do that. No, I don't think so. I don't like that. That's kind of like you're taking the easy way out. Like you're just going out to satisfy your flesh. Like, no, we are one. We are a unit. So you need to fight for this and we need to do the work. So you can't just try to seek your satisfaction somewhere else. That's, come on.
No, that's real. What do you say, Natalie?
Yeah.
I completely agree with you, Tatiana. I almost even feel like these are separate issues. Like I know that they are combined, but I just feel like if porn is something that you're comfortable with and it's something that you're continuing to go to in a relationship or not in a relationship, you need to deal with that before we can continue moving forward because you're not bringing that into our union.
Right.
Y'all dropping gems. Krista, what's your take on it?
I think if you have a porn addiction, I agree with Natalie. Like that's a separate issue. I don't necessarily think that. I don't necessarily see that as cheating. I see that as you need to get your porn issue under control. Otherwise, I definitely couldn't marry you. Never.
That's real. That's real. Great question again, Danielle.